Enjoy the next video.
Hello everybody, how are you? In today's video we're gonna see a verb plus preposition 1. Okay, this is the second video on collocation. Collocation, if you remember, it's words that happen together. So the video we saw noun plus prepositions. In today's video we're gonna see some verbs with preposition and some verbs that you do not need a preposition, where in many other languages you do. So we're going to start with the first one. So as you can see here, we say talk or speak to. Okay, talk to or speak to. With is also possible, but not so common in English. So for example, you're gonna say, who were you talking to? Okay, another one, we say listen to. So you listen to me. You're listening to me right now, I hope so. You listen to the radio. You listen to. Alright? So when I'm driving, I listen to the radio. We also say apologize to for something you did. Okay, so you apologize to someone for something you did. So remember, apologize to someone for something you did. And of course, the for something you did is not mandatory. So for example, they apologized to me for their mistake. Okay, next one. This is a very this is a good one because this is one I hear misused a lot, and that is explain and describe. And the thing about these two verbs is, again, you need the to in front of the person you're explaining something. So you explain something to someone. Okay. So, for example, you say, "Can you explain this word to me?" And the same happens with describe, basically. You can also reverse the order. You can also say you can explain to someone what happened. So, for example, you can also say, I explained to them why I was worried, or let me describe to you what I saw. Now we're gonna see some verbs where you do not need a preposition. These are included in the books because it's very common to hear from non-native speaker things like I asked to her, or I phoned to her, or I thanked to you, and this is wrong. Okay, these verbs don't take a preposition. They are used with a preposition. So for example, you call someone, you phone someone, you text someone, you email someone, you answer someone, or you answer something. You can also say answer a question. There is another verb that means the same. In this one, you do need a preposition. So you reply to a letter, for example. The same happens with ask. So you ask someone, or you ask someone a question, or you could simply say ask question. By the way, in English, we do not say make a question. The collocation is ask a question. And finally, of course, you say thank you, or thank somebody for something they did. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at some verbs that need the preposition at. So many verbs that are related to eyes, they need the preposition at. So look at, stare at, glance at, and many other verbs that are related to eyes, they use the preposition at, and also expressions that are related to looking or using your eyes, basically. So have a look at something, also possible, take a look at something. The same happened with the verb laugh. So notice the pronunciation is laugh. So you laugh at someone. And finally, verbs that are related to gum, or shooting, firing, or even to aim or point, using your finger. You're gonna say at. So you aim at something. So that aim means for example, you use a rifle and you aim at the enemy, yeah. Or you point at something. That means you use your finger to say where something is. Or you can shoot at something or fire at something or at someone. Yeah? So for example, don't point that knife at me. We saw someone with a gun shooting at birds, but he didn't hit any. And finally, here we've got two verbs. Oops. We've got two verbs that can be used with both at or to, with different nuances, different connotation. Usually with these two verbs, shout and throw, you can use both at and to. We use at when you're doing this action in an aggressive way, or it has that idea of attacking. For example, when you say shout at someone, it means you're speaking out loud because you're angry, you're being aggressive. So for example, here in the sentence, he got very angry and started shouting at me. Now let's say happen with throw. When you want to hurt someone, or you're attacking someone, you throw something at someone. So for example here, somebody threw an egg at the politician. So that means that he wanted to hit the person, yeah, to do some damage. Now, if you use to, it doesn't have that aggressiveness. So for example, if you say shout to someone, it just means you're speaking out loud because the other person is far away. As simple as that. So for example, he shouted to me from the other side of the street. Or here, Lisa shouted catch and threw the keys to me from the window. So in this case, you don't want to hurt someone. You just, you're throwing something to someone because the person is far away. Alright. We're gonna do one exercise here. It shouldn't be too difficult. We're gonna start taking a look at the first one. So first one, here you have two options, A or B, and obviously we say, can you explain this word to me? As I mentioned before, you use to in front of the person you explain to. So, can you explain this word to me? Number two, which one do you think we have to use? Take your time. Exactly, it's A. So again, it happens the same. You need to say to in front of the person you apologize to. So you apologize to someone. So I got angry with Mark. Afterwards, I apologized to him. So by the way, apologize means to say so. I'm sorry. Alright. Let's do number 3 now. So number 3. Let's see. Which one do you think it is? A or B? Of course, it's A. Sorry, B. This one here. So Amy won't be able to help you there's no point in asking her. Why? Because ask don't need a preposition. You don't use a preposition with this particular verb. Number 4. A or B? Take your time. Yes, it's B. B is the correct option. So I need somebody to explain to me what I have to do. So you explain to someone something. You explain something to someone. Number 5. They didn't understand the system, so I explained it to them. Or I explained to them. A or B? Of course, it's A. So you explain it to them, or you explain something to some. Okay. Number 6. I like to sit on the beach and listen to the sound of the sea. Obviously, this is A. 7. I'll let you think now. 7. It's B. I asked them to describe to me exactly what happened. Okay. Number 8. So, A or B? Alright. Did you say B? If you did, you're wrong. We say phone someone. Okay? We talk about calling, phoning, texting, mailing, WhatsApping. You don't need a preposition. You just say call someone, phone someone. Number 9. Of course, B. I couldn't answer it. Remember, the W is silent, so the pronunciation is answer. 10. A or B? Okay, B. Good. I explained to everybody the reasons for my decision, and I think we already seen with this one. I'm not sure. There's another collocation here in this phrase. That collocation is reason for. So it's a noun plus preposition collocation. Number 11. A or B? Of course, A. I thanked everybody for all the help they had given me. And finally, number 12. I hope you said B. My friend texted me to let me know she was going to be late. Again, you don't use the preposition with this text verb. Okay, this has been everything for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, share the video, and leave a comment. Cheerio!